in Florida. You're up.
Thank you. Hi, Scott. Always thank you. Chris, thanks for being here. This conversation fired me up. So thank you for all that you do, for sharing the John Lee story. What is your dream? Connections, relationship building, tenacity, resilience, all of it. I love it and jazzes me up as well. My passion work is working kind of from that angle in the career development space. And I feel like millennial generation till current has, as we've discussed, kind of a bad rep in their ability to demonstrate work ethic and show up in a professional capacity. And I feel like a lot of that is that self-reflective, what's your value add, what lights your soul on fire piece, and then translating that to how they work in the world. So just curious if you had any more insight in that career development perspective in regards to the work and that you've had.
So I call it my 70-30 rule, which is 30% of your job is just going to suck and 70% should fire you up and fuel you up. It's our job as leaders to make sure that's somewhere in place. And we've got to start adopting more openness to side hustles, right? And with my team of 400 millennials and Gen Zers, every single one of them had a side hustle, right? And as long as it wasn't in direct competition with what we were doing. I went to Nike and I did a meeting with them. I said, is 70-30 in place here? And they were like, 70-30 the other way. So we allowed them, the people that were Nike kids, allowed them to work on the Jordan brand. But tactically, what that looks like is take your job description on your first week of work and have them fill out what's in your 70% zone of awesomeness and what's in your 30% zone of suck. Because what happens is when they're going through 2 days of that zone of suck, they're not going to up and quit on you. Instead, they're like, I just got to power through the other side. And so it's astounding to me how hard it is to teach people that concept. But when you ground it in tactics like the job description and stop living a lie, right? Like so many people, and that's what I get, clean up on aisle age 55, which is like, you should have never been a salesperson, or you're the COO and you're low detail. It's time to start making some responsible decisions to what actually makes you who you are. And that's a beautiful thing. Embrace it, right? And so I think we can be more reliant on Enneagram, Myers-Briggs, DISC profile, culture index, and focus on that to then choose people's path from it.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I want to be cognizant of Chris's time. Chris, we've got 3 more questions. Obviously we can't get to those.
Yeah, bring it on.
Can we do one more?
Absolutely.